Okay, when Bob told me that he's going to do a hot seat tonight, and it's on the Competent Leader Manual, and the project is vocal variety, I thought, that's interesting. That would be about the last thing I would talk about for a vocal variety. But Bob rose to the challenge, and I thought he did a wonderful job of it. He got up and he delivered his speech with varied pitch. His volume was louder and quieter, and his pacing was good. That varied. Bob also used the stage. He was expressive. Bob, I thought you did a wonderful job at taking that speech and adding great vocal variety. Now, it was especially great because it was a hot seat speech. You didn't even have an opportunity to prepare, and I remember plenty of dry speeches I've done without vocal variety, and it took like really practicing to work in vocal variety. You got right up and did it. You also had this extremely well organized. It flowed well, it had a good opening. You started out by telling us what you're going to tell us. You had some good supporting points in the middle, had a good conclusion. You also provided very valuable information for everyone that's in Toastmasters. The Competent Leader Manual gets ignored a lot. Everybody thinks about speeches, and like Bob spelled it out. Once you understand the manual, it's really not that hard, and you're filling a lot of the roles already. So you might as well bring it in and do the Competent Leader Manual. And it's a nice thing to get your Competent Leader ribbon. For improvements, about all I could say is, if this was a planned speech, you could have a PowerPoint and lay this all out and have sections of the book and something like that. That's a little hard to do on a hot seat speech. I wouldn't expect you to carry around a slideshow in your pocket. So thank you for taking a kind of dry subject, making it extremely interesting, livening it up with vocal variety and gestures. And for newer speakers, I'd like to say, Bob demonstrated that it is possible to get up and do a speech without a whole lot of preparation. And I know early on in my speaking, I was really terrified of the thought of doing that. I'd practice 30, 40 times. I once did one, and then I thought, wow, that came out a lot better than and I eventually figured out that you shouldn't practice 30, 40 times. But so I encourage people to try that. Sometime get up and do a speech without a whole lot of preparation, and you find that you got skills you just don't realize you have.